In this video, you will see how to download the license file for your OMICRON test sets from the OMICRON Customer Portal area. You should have the OMICRON Customer Portal area to make use of these benefits from the OMICRON Customer Portal area. In case if you do not have the OMICRON Customer Portal area, or you can watch another video how to register for it using the right information that are really required to get the access correct. Basically, you should register with your company domain email address and the right account details. Post login, you can select the top right 3 lines. There you see my documents. Choose the right test set model. In my case, I have the CMC 850. Just to show you, you can get the serial number from the test set itself by looking at it on the right or left, the back side, where you can see the label and the model number, including the serial number. There you can just observe it and then type the right serial number for your test set depending on the model number that you choose here, and hit the submit button here in the down. So you should be able to see the license file for your OMICRON test set that you chose and the calibration certificate and report for your use. In case if you don't see it, maybe you don't have a right account detail connected to the test set. So it's important to write an email request to the OMICRON technical support, where you can reach the right person to check and approve you. So basically, this is done based on the right company account details, using your right company domain email address and other information when you basically use it to register with the OMICRON Customer Portal area. Depending on that, you'll be able to gain an access to download this document easily for your use. So let me download the whole document as a zip file, or else you can download the individual file. If you only need specific files, then you can choose the download option here. So it's a zip file where you can just extract it to the folder to check the different type of files which we have seen it. Ideally, the test sets which are sent to the customer are licensed, basically whatever the software license which has been purchased together with the order. So the license file is inside the device and the software need to be installed. And then when you associate the device, for example, so in this case, we are taking an example of CMC test set, and I select the setup and support. There you can go to the license manager. So by default, on the first installation, you should see another message. Basically, the default setting show you that there was no master license on the particular repository on the PC where you install the test device, and there will be another there will be a new omicron.lsc file extension will be created, which is really required to manage many different test sets as a master license. So this is the file in the default location. Sometimes the user may not have an access to see this information. Depending on the privilege on the Windows login for the user, you can able to see this information. In case if you don't able to see this information, then there is a problem. You need to check with your IT department if you're working in corporate companies where the laptops and systems are managed by the IT team. So you should have the right access to gain an access to the license manager. By default, most of the users are given privilege for this information. In case if you don't have an access, get it sorted by your IT team. So we can see that there was no license before available. That's why we see the master license, and there was no devices also associated to this testing PC. What we can do, just right click and then press associate without confirmation, basically making sure that I know there was no person using this CMC I50 at the moment in the network. Then I can press this option. Otherwise, make sure that you inform the other person and then he deassociate and then you associate to make it proper when it comes to associating without confirmation option. So there are many different ways that you can use it to associate the test set over USB with a straight direct connection, and then like the Ethernet one, which we are using now for this example. I can also use the Wi-Fi option. So SIM control hardware, SIM control P software application on the PC. There are different methods like over Wi-Fi. You can also go for long distance, for example, relay SIM test of the authentication. Then you can also use the mobile application or Wi-Fi with the short distance in the local area. So let me select that associate without confirmation option. And there you should see a license information. I just need to close and reopen. And here is the CMC 850, and these many license informations are available because this particular CMC 850 is having the default package, which is really required to start with. Then you can also extend the license information, which are really required for the advanced protection testing in a fully digital substation. So let me open the test universe. It's already open here. Then I go to the test modules and tools. And you can see here already I have almost the basic test modules, including the quick CMC. You can see here. If you open the quick CMC, of course, I should be able to use it. The test module should connect to the OMICRON test set successfully without any problem and make sure that licenses are usable. So this is expected. The CMC 850 is connected to the PC and I'm allowed to use it with the sample value option. So if I open any other advanced protection test module, for example, like overcurrent, which I don't have a license, I'll basically get a right information in the status history where I can see no valid license available. So this is very important. Even sometimes you can also provide this information when you contact the technical support. The status history could benefit us to provide you the right guidance to overcome from the problem and the right recommendation. So what we can do now, let me import the full license because it's a demo device where we can use it for advanced protection testing. I got the license already from the team. So assume that you have a OMICRON test set with basic package or basically the standard package, and you are try to go for enhanced and then you go for complete package. Then you basically request for the different license or the package that you really required for your test set. Once you get the license file from the OMICRON team, and then you basically download it and keep it in your PC locally, then you look for the license file. So you can just browse it. Here you can right click and then merge the license file to the master license, and then you can see in the master license file there is a CMC 850 and then these many licenses are available for the CMC 850. So this you can do generally. So in our case, we would like to import the new license file, which we got it from the OMICRON team. So now we'll search for it. And here I see so many different test modules like for the advanced protection testing. And then right click, then merge the license file, and then you can see the license has been merged to the master license for the CMC 850. And I can able to just close the license manager, and I go to the test module, just open one of the OMICRON advanced protection testing module to show you the license has been available on the PC. Also, it's connected to the test set, and I see now the CMC 850 is connected to the PC. That means I can make use of the advanced protection test module. For example, including the distance protection test module should be connected successfully to the CMC 850. So this is how you can just download the license file when you get it from the OMICRON team. When you go for the license enhancement for your existing CMC, then by this way you can make sure that you have the license file stored on your PC and you can easily use it. And another use case is, and I just right click on the CMC 850 and deassociate. Then I go to the setup and support, license manager, and the master license file should have the previously connected CMC. Though you disconnect, still the license file will be stored on your local PC. So this is a benefit, and you always have the license file. You don't really need to do a quick check when you connect and use it. Let me associate the CMC 256. Then I open the license manager. Here I see another test set, which is a CMC 256, and I have most of the protection testing test modules, not the 640 applications, like 640 add-on packages are not part of this particular test set. For example, to show you, I'll open the test module. Like if I open QuickSIMC, definitely I should be able to use it without any error, because this 256 CMC test set is having the possibility to make use of the QuickSIMC successfully without any problem. But if I try to open sample value configuration, yes, this is a Net1 board communication module, where you still need to use the legacy sample value configuration test module. So if I select the status history and I see no valid license available for this particular CMC test set. Let's say you have a conventional substation and you try to go for a fully digital substation and you make use of the sample value features on your CMC test set. And what you can do, you can contact one of your OMICRON team, and then you can request for the emergency license, for example, to try out publishing the sample value streams for protection functions applications or metering function applications. You can make use of like a demo license kind of emergency request you can make to the OMICRON technical support or the ASS manager, depending on the country and region that you are belong to. Then we can provide you with emergency license for so click and just browse it. Then go to the desktop. So this is where I have the emergency license for this test set. Just select OK, search, and this is where the license is. Then I can see 650 client server, and then Couple more modules are, for example, sample value configuration. Like these are like time license. I can make use of it. I can merge to the license file, to the master license, and I can still see this license here on the CMC256. So if I go and open there, the sample value configuration module, I should have the license. It's basically the CMC256-6 should be able to connect to the CMC and with a valid license. So here I see the CMC256-6 connected to the PC. I am able to now make use of this particular advanced IC650 package options. Let's say if I open Goose module for the feedback purpose for the prediction application testing, I'm still able to see all these modules. Like for the report and polling of the MMS server, I can just make use of the client server test module. This ensures to verify the measurement values or the prediction start trip informations are really working as expected from the MMS repos. And the test set enable you to verify different advanced functions. Like you can make use of sending control commands, and you can also get the response on different levels like polling, any different data attributes, repos, and data sets. In case if you have any trouble, you can always feel free to reach OMICRON technical support. So from the support section, I know you can see the technical support. Depending on the region that you belong to, you can write the request or query that you really required from our side. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.